Amazing parenting. We empower parents to positively impact their children.
Hello parents, Grace here with Amazing Parenting. How are you? I'm sure you're doing great and I'm sure your parenting is going brilliantly, perfectly. But if it's not, no worries, no problem, no stress. On this channel, Amazing Parenting, you will find over 200 videos on different ideas, different strategies, different tools on how you can build that special bond between you and your child, you and your children. So there's over 200 videos there. Go through them, have a look, have a listen. And if there's anything there that you think, oh, I want extra on that, I want to know more on that, leave a comment below and I'll endeavor to do a video just for you on that topic. So again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, share these videos with as many parents as you can, even if it's just one parent, that would be great. So we were talking about building confidence in our children and how do we do that and why should we do that? And we were saying, in the world that our children are growing up in, if they don't have confidence, they will be, they will be missing in the count of people that are doing great things in the community, in the world, and in society. So our children need to be confident in who they are and what they can bring to the table. So as parents, we need to be ensuring that we are instilling confidence in our children in every area we can. So we've looked at a few things last time, so we're going to continue looking at a few more. So the next thing we're going to look at is speaking positively over your children. Again, I'm a massive advocate for this. Speak positively over your children, publicly and privately. So of course you speak positively over your children when you're with them in the home, but also let them hear you speak positively to auntie, to uncle, to their school teacher, to their friends, to your friends. Let them hear you speak positively about them because that builds confidence. That goes with anybody. When you hear somebody, big you up or say something great that you've done, it just gives you that head and shoulders over everybody else. So speak positively about your children. Even if something negative has happened. I remember years ago, I was speaking to a mum and she'd call her child, stupid. And I said to the mum, why are you calling your son stupid? And she'll say, oh, because look what he's doing, look what he's doing. And I said to her, change that sentence around and say, I know you're not stupid. Why are you doing that? Simply by changing that sentence, the child has an opportunity to think, yeah, I'm not stupid. But why did I just do something that's... So be very mindful of what you're saying and how you're saying things to your children. We must be positive and help our children to think positively about themselves. Teach your children, when we go straight on to that, teach your children self-talk, to talk to themselves positively, that they wake up in the morning speaking positively about themselves. In this era of social media and clicks and likes and filters, it's very easy for our children to get online and see somebody more beautiful than them, more, fitter than them, have more money than them, go into better holidays than them. And then they think negative of themselves or they think less of themselves. No, we've got to teach our children. You wake up in the morning and you say, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I am beautiful. I am happy. I am content with who I am. I am great. I am successful. I am doing great things for my family, for my community, and for society. Every day, every day. First of all, your child might think, that day, it's not true. But start saying it. Start saying it. Get them to start saying it. And they'll begin to see those things that they're saying begin to attract towards them. So let's help our children speak positively and think positively about themselves. Okay, let's celebrate progress rather than perfection. I think that's worth saying again. Celebrate the progress and not just the perfection. We want our children to be perfect. We want the A stars. We want the grade A's. We want the best. We want the top. We want the fantastic, wonderful. Yes, we should all want our children to be brilliant. But there's a process for our children to get there. And when we help them through that process, it builds confidence. It builds self-esteem. But if we just focus on them being perfect, they're going to fail all the time because they're not going to reach perfection. So let's help our children go through the process and aim for excellence, aim for good, aim for the best. Let's help our children through the process of what they're going through rather than just looking at, oh, it wasn't perfect, or you didn't do that very well, or that could have been done better. But what we're missing is how far they have come. They used to do that a year ago, and look how good they are at it now, a year later. So it's important that we recognize our children's process and progress through whatever it is they're doing. So that helps build their self-esteem. Avoid comparisons. Avoid comparisons. Oh, your sister's good at that. Oh, your cousin's better at you than. Avoid comparisons. Your child is your child in their own individual right. Avoid comparisons. Look at what they are good at, not what they should be good at because their brother's doing it, or their cousin's doing it, or the neighbor's doing it, or their whole class is at a certain level and they're not. Don't look at the comparisons. Don't compare your children to other children. Look at them as individuals. I could talk on that. That could be a whole video in itself, but let me keep to time. Help your children recognize who they are in their own right. They don't need to compare themselves to anybody. Like we said, about them looking online and comparing themselves with other people, other people in their age range. So let's not compare. Let's help our children not compare themselves with others. And then let's end here. So this is a quick one. Let's end here with be a secure base. Let your children be able to come home to a base of security, a base of peace, a base of they can exhale when they come home. They can just be when they come home. They're not performing. They're not, acting. They're just, it's a place of security for them. It's a place of solace for them. It's their sanctuary. They can come home and find peace at home. It's very important that, when our children are building their confidence, building their self-esteem, that they wanted to attain certain things, that when they come home, they're coming home to, peace. So, when I speak to the dads, I say, your arms are open wide and you have a soft chest. So your child lays their head on your chest as you open your arms to them. So let's make our homes conducive for our children to want to come home and find peace and find solace and find that sanctuary. And that will help them build their confidence. That will help them build their self-esteem physically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually. Let's make that for our children. So let's end it there. So remember, all parents can be great parents. It is a journey and we will get there. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Amazing parenting. We empower parents to positively impact their children.